Let me tell you a little tale, okay? It goes a little something like this. For background context, my mom has metastatic breast cancer, which is not fun, but you know, she's fine. She's not gonna fucking die or anything. It's like something people live with. Last year, we were invited down over the summer by this organization for women with breast cancer, moms with breast cancer to be specific, and you know, free Dollywood tickets. So like, of course, we went like, holy shit. Now, red flag number one was that it was in the South. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm a Midwesterner. If someone has like a heavy Southern accent, I cannot fucking understand a single thing. And we also saw some Confederate flags flying. So you know, fun time, I guess. Fun time. We made it down and immediately shit wasn't right. They don't have fans available to take to your room. My dad was sweating up a storm and wanted a fan. They didn't have fans. What the fuck? In the Midwest, we have fans in like every hotel. Request a fan, you get a goddamn fan. Weirdest thing. But you know, that is the worst tangent I've ever gone on. That is like not at all related to the story. The main part of the story comes down to this organization. And you know, it's like this nice retreat little thing for families affected by a woman with breast cancer. But it quickly turned sour. I was of the belief that this would be like a secular event. Quickly, I was proven wrong when this became really religious, like uber religious. Like we fucking got into like the big area. There was a stage. I'm sitting with my family. We're eating some kind of shitty breakfast food. It's pretty stale. Not a lot of vegetarian options. Half my family's vegetarian, by the way. Not me. I love meat. I love eating meat. But anywho, we're sitting there trying to like be nice, make conversation, and all of a sudden, this dude gets on stage and he starts playing his guitar. And he starts playing the song, this really fucked up song about how his wife is gonna die and how he's gonna keep setting up the plates that she eats from at dinner. You know, in front of this place full of like a bunch of fucking children. You know, oh, that's just lovely. That's lovely to hear. So that was like major red flag one. Molly and I turned together. Molly's my sister, by the way. Molly and I turned to each other. We're like, what the shit? And are like just trying to sit through this. My mom is looking clearly uncomfortable. My dad is trying not to admit that he fucking hates this. Anyways, we get through this horrible country song that the dude wrote about his wife dying. She's not even dead yet. She's in the audience, by the way. I just want to preface this. She's in the audience. It just kept getting worse after that. Another dude went on and sang another song similar to that. And then shortly after, the woman who orchestrated this stuff, we'll call her Lily. All right, so Lily gets up there and is like, all right, all the families, thank you for coming out. We are here today to support all the wives with breast cancer. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's a nice thing. So then she starts flipping through all the families that have shown up, showing all like the names or the last names of the families and where they're from. And so she gets to MN, which is, you know, our family, looks at our photo, which is, by the way, the photo we took right before my grandmother's funeral, but you know. She looks at her photo and goes, Jackalope family, Minnesota. And we're like, yeah, she got it. Yay. And then it spirals. She sees there are multiple families from Michigan here. And when she sees the families from Michigan, because our family from Minnesota was fucking shown off first, she says MI as Minnesota every single time and never fucking corrects it. And it is the most brain melting thing to see as a Minnesotan who knows so well what the difference between those initials are. And this is like pretty petty, I know, but fuck, this is pretty petty. I know, but still, Jesus Christ, give the families proper representation. So after this, we're all split up into groups. My sister was actually supposed to go with my mom because she's, you know, a legal adult. I'm going to be a legal adult in 20 days. Well, from recording this. I would get split off to all the teenagers and my sister sticks by me because siblings, we gotta fucking stick together or else. There are multiple types of teens there. You got like the weird incel teen that thinks he's better than you and everything. You got the Gen Alphas that are fucking brain rotted and bringing up the most like inappropriate timed shit right now. You got the closer to my age, even a little bit older, people who are chill, but have an air of mystery around them. And then you have Fernelope and Cicalope sitting there. Just, I don't even know. I don't even know. They had like this like shitty food, like a mac and cheese ball, but like it wasn't good. I ate it anyways. I was really hungry. So we all played like fucking bonding games, which is odd. I didn't really want to bond with any of them. I never got any of their numbers after. This is like, you know, pretty normal stuff. And then all of a sudden we get smacked in the face with the heavy stuff where we have to have the talk. And no, not about the birds and the bees, but about our mothers having cancer. So like we have to sit down together and talk. And all of a sudden it just gets so fucking dark out of nowhere. It like the mood shifted so badly. I'm pretty sure this talk damaged my mental health more than it would have ever helped it. I'm like fairly certain of that. My sister stepped outside to like take a break, but didn't even fucking take me with her. So I was freaking out. Where is she? Where's Molly? So I fucking ran. I ran away. I got up and I just walked away. And you know what? They didn't go after me. I found her outside and we just started talking. And then eventually we just waited outside together after the whole thing was done and waited for our parents to show up. They both showed up walking together, looking mortified and also like laughing and, you know, like the fucking nervous laughter. They were split into two groups. One was this weird like beer and grill group with my father, with the fathers, like, you know, the stereotypical dad with his grills and his gadgets, you know, that group. And then my mom with all the other mothers with wine and shit. Firstly, we'll go with my mom's story. She was sitting there having to listen to all these wives complain about their husbands. Basically, all the information my mom took in was that the wives do fucking everything. And that the wives do fucking everything. And that the husbands, they're useless. They're real useless. And, you know, it was kind of funny to hear that, but also terrifying to the wives to just know that, you know? But then my dad looks at us and starts describing his whole scenario. And some of them had their wives writing fucking lists on how to do basic menial tasks when they're dead. I wish I was joking. These full-grown 40 to 60-year-old men not knowing how to do the most basic survival human shit in their own home because they make their wives do fucking everything. It's impeccable. It is impeccable how inept some of them are. I swear to God. Oh, Jesus. It was just harsh to hear. And we obviously got out of there and went back to our hotel as soon as we could. Then we fast forward a bit to the next day. We go to Dollywood, all that, yada, yada, yada. We have a fun time in Dollywood. I fucking love Dollywood. It started raining though, but we managed to get rain check tickets. So we actually got 2 uses out of our one-time tickets, which is like really fucking sick. But first day, good. We get back to the hotel and weirdly enough, there are these little Jesus erasers with like either blue or red robes being left around. And we're looking around and we're like, strange for a hotel to do. That's rather odd. And then we see some of them. It's these, we call them the red shirts. The people who work for the organization wandering the halls of the fucking Dollywood, like the hotel, the resort we were at, leaving these tiny little Jesuses everywhere. And that's when I started, I was already starting to feel weird about it, but like this was sealing the deal. This was in my mind, holy shit, Fern, you're right. This is weird. And everyone in my family agreed with me. Next day, I go on the lightning rod with my sister. Fucking, I think that's what it's called, right? I don't know. Amazing roller coaster. If you ever get the experience to do it, go on that. That's the best roller coaster I've been on in my entire life. I get back to the hotel and we're supposed to have like this final dinner with the group. You know, we go outside of the resort to try and find this giant fucking tent that looks like eerily like a wedding is happening. So we go towards it. A wedding is not happening. Thank fuck we did not just walk into a wedding. That would have been funny though. Fern is on the guest book. Everyone let Fern sign your wedding guest books. Instead, we find this weird Oh God. Do you guys know what a wake is? It's pretty traditional in like Ireland and stuff. I would love a wake. I'd fucking love a wake. We connect the dots, and I forgot who it was. It could have been me. Could have been Molly. Could have been my father. Could have been any one of us. One of us blurts out, "Holy shit! Are we at a wake for alive people?" Because it was dressed up like a fucking funeral. Like, oh my God, you guys are gonna die. There's nothing we can do about it. You're fucking done. It's over. Your husbands are useless and your children will have no mother. Like, there is no hope for survival with cancer here. It's just like, basically, except you're dead. You know, you're gonna die. You're gonna fucking die. And that was the most demoralizing shit I've ever seen in my life. So obviously, we just start backing away. We didn't even get fucking like enter into it. We just kind of walked away. But you know, as we walked away, we hear something. This is my fight song. This is my fight song. This is a fucking fight song. You know, that song, which now our family officially fucking hates because of this trip. That was just like, that was the shit on the cherry cake. That fucking ruined it all. We ran back to the hotel and just had some more of that fucking those amazing fried green tomatoes. My God, the South can make good fried food. You gotta trust them with one thing. And basically after this, we're avoiding the red shirts in the hallway because one of them stops us and like asks, why aren't you there? Why aren't you there, huh? Why aren't you there? So we're kind of avoiding them now. And each time one of them notices us, I swear to God, they're giving us dirty looks. So we end up hiding out in our hotel and we leave first thing in the morning and it becomes like a fucking Metal Gear Solid mission to not be spotted. There are more Jesuses everywhere. It's just really weird. It starts to feel like a fucking cult, honestly. Honest to God, it felt like a cult where, you know, these people were like, okay, you're gonna die and I'm gonna celebrate it. That's how it felt. Like, no, not everyone's gonna die because of this. You can fight it. It was really demoralizing, especially for my mom. I felt so bad for her. It was real hard to deal with. So we just got the fuck out of there, not before Lily notices us, sits down with us, and has a conversation, trying to ask us about things. Where are you going? What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna come back next year and help volunteer to help? Yeah. You know, that was our answer. That was our answers. Because you know, you can't really, when you're talking to someone like that, you can't fucking look at them in the eyes and go, no, I'm not gonna help you ever again. Fuck you. I hate you. But promptly after that, we got the hell out of there. The heat, by the way, the humidity. If any of you live in Tennessee, how the fuck are you not dead?